Hello everyone and welcome to the RLANZ Audi Cup Series Season 4. We're here at the Phoenix International Raceway, the Good Sam 500. It is the second race of Season 4 and more importantly it is the 100th race of the Audi Cup Series. First off, before we begin this race, just wanted to say thank you for helping me get to this point. Do not expect the World Cup Series first came out a while back. The series would get to 100 races, so 2003 series do get to 100 races, so thank you very much. And well, because of that, we have some drivers that are celebrating their 100th start, and we'll go through them when we go through the starting lineup, and that's growing on the bottom of the screen right now. But it is the Season 2 Audi Cup Series champion, Phoenix winner in Season 2, and Daytona 500 champion from last race, Brandon Bent on the pole, and joining him is Henry Gore in the number 2. Row 2, Jake Rogers, the 98 in the Sparko colours this week, and Landon Hicks, one of the 4 drivers who are celebrating their 100th Audi Cup Series start. Row 3, Jeff Hawkins, like Hicks, celebrating his 100th start, and Julio Caesar in the back of the 91 car. Behind them on row 4, it's teammate Simon Nichols in the 24 and the 48 of Kian Raleigh, rounding out the top 10. 2 previous Phoenix Chase race winners, Elijah Gordon won the race in Season 2 and McGee won the Chase race in Season 3. Behind them, Colin Dryber in the 42, who dominated the Uncharted race earlier today, and Jonathan King in the 01. And row 6. Row 7, Benny Watson and Roger Ray, teammates in NS Racing. Row 8, Dominic Anthony in the number 40, who's celebrating his 100th race, and the 41 of Caleb Campbell, Daytona 500 pole sitter. Row 9, Hunter Sleppy in the 88, and the 72 of the year last year, John Sheets. Rounding out the top 20, Jay Jefferson making his first start of the season with new sponsor Oral-B, and Tristan Allen, who's the final driver, making his 100th Audi Cup Series start. So we're going to get this race underway here at Phoenix. We have 42 drivers ready to tackle this racetrack. 63 laps. As mentioned, Brandon Bent has been a previous winner of this race. In the 27, he won this race in Season 2. I think nearly all of the Phoenix winners in the Cup Series are actually in this field, because Simon Nichols won this race a year ago in the 24, and I think he started from the exact same position he won that race. But these two guys here, the 1 and the 21, both won the Phoenix Chase races in Seasons 2 and 3. And the other driver is he's still in the series. It's Griffin Lynn, who is the owner of this car here, the 01, the 56 and the 55, who DNQ'd. So Brandon Bent is the points leader after winning the Daytona 500. Hairgel Alonso is actually second in points, but he did not qualify. He's an Uncharted driver, so he did not qualify, which is a shame for him. And it's Jack Hawkins, the 04, and then the rookies at Melee Motorsport, Downey and Steinbach, who start long way back down the order. Then Mark, Sheets, Denton, Sleppy, and Ray, the top 10 of the points, as we're coming to the green. Green flag's out, and we're underway here at Phoenix for this 100th Audi Cup Series race. And through 3 and 4 to complete the first lap, it is Brandon Bent, the 27 Parker Stall Ford, the Daytona 500 champion, and the Season 2 winner of this race. Here comes the 2 of Henry Gore on the outside lane, trying to get a fairly good run. He's up to second. Landon Hicks, his teammate Caesar, on the outside trying to get around Rogers. Now the inside lane, of course, you would probably know, isn't really as good as the outside. You want to be on the outside for 3 and 4, and you want to be on the outside for 3 and 4, as that is the strongest lane, and 1 and 2 as well, actually, to be honest, as Hicks continues to try and clear Jake Rogers, the 98. He can't do anything as of yet. Drives it in hard, does Landon Hicks. Can he clear him this time? Looks like he'll be able to. So Hicks up to third. Brandon Bent is still out in front here on lap 4. He started 26th when he won the Season 2 race here. So, started on pole today. He's currently in a good position to win this race. Henry Ward, the number 2, is second place still. Landon Hicks trying to hold on to third. Rogers driving it in hard. Rogers trying to get up to third place. Not going to happen now. Under attack from the 91 of Caesar on the outside lane. And see, still going on here back throughout the field. Simon Nichols actually lost a place to his teammate early on. Hawkins trying to hold on the outside lane. Yeah, not going to happen. Well, I mean, it is going to happen. The 48 stays alongside of him. 98, the 04. Former teammates, and I don't really know what I'm saying anymore. We've got a battle for the lead, and it is the 27 of Brandon Bent. Henry Gore trying to get a run to the inside, but it didn't work out. Now Landon Hicks closes up a little bit. Rogers clears up in front of the 48 car. Clears. That means that's going to hurt Hawkins, I reckon, a fair bit. If 98 clears, 48 is going to try and dive it back on the inside. Not going to happen. Still out in front. Brandon Bent, the 27, still leading the way. Henry Gore still in second. Hicks, Caesar, Rogers, the top 5. And, well, DW Motorsports not really having a great Daytona 500 after what happened, well, with the exception of Brandon Bent. But at the moment, currently 1st, 5th, 9th, and their other car, Tristan Allen, is on the inside lane here at the moment, trying to get by Caleb Campbell. He is... Let's see, let's check. He's currently 19th, so not really in the best position right now. A couple other cars back here that I'm kind of surprised to see so far back. Jay Jefferson, in his first start of the season, is one of those drivers that I'm a bit surprised to see him so far back. 88 and the 72, Sleppy and Sheets, I expected to be up front. Same with the 40 as well, actually, to be honest. See Colin Driver here in the 42, trying to get underneath of his teammate Elijah Gordon, both at William Brock Motorsports. And you see, yeah, that definitely proves that the outside lane is the place to be, because the 04 cleared the 48. And that now Porkins up to 6th place. Porkins comes into this race 3rd in points. Remember that as well as his teammate trying to go for the lead. It is very hard to pass here at Phoenix. Here goes the 77 on the outside. Very opportunistic move. He might get him here, you know. He's on the outside lane. That is the place to be. Let's see how this is going to work out. Comes up the track a little bit. Landon Hicks' 100th Cup Series race. Down the front, still there. So still side by side. And while this battling is going on, it's allowing Caesar to close up and Bent to kind of pull away a little bit. Still side by side, the 2 and the 77. And the 2 will clear. So Henry Gore does hold 2nd. And now the 77, thinking about looking low. He does. So Hicks trying to get by the 2. He looks like he's a bit more speed at the moment. But he just cannot do it on the outside and the inside. What's all going on? Julio Caesar, as I mentioned, is closing up. So is the 98. Hawkins has cleared these guys. Simon Nichols moved to the outside and got around a couple of cars there. McGee's moved to the inside as well as Kean Raleigh. Colin Driver now shuffled to the outside. It's going to hurt the 21. As this battle continues for 2nd place, the margin is nearly 6 tenths. And he's going to lose out here. Landon Hicks, he's not going to get up to 2nd place. His teammate Julius Caesar thinking about making a move on the outside, but that's really the greatest idea. Is now he's got a good run. And he's closed right up on the back. It's back to nearly 5/10, so good gain there from Henry Gore that lap. Now the 91 moves his teammate up the racetrack. And now Caesar's going to be under a little bit of pressure here from Jake Rogers. And then Porkins, Nichols, Gordon, McGee, and the 42 of Colin Dryber. Currently the top 10. Good run for Dryber, who won the Aldi shootout earlier in Speed Weeks. Dominic Anthony's 100th start, just outside it at the moment. Of course, we're still on lap 16, so anything can happen as we're 3 wide here. The 48, 01, 99. I'm backed out of it there, so back to double file racing. It's good battles throughout the field, but at the moment it is all Brandon Bent in the Parker Store Ford, the Season 2 champion of the series. He for his 5th win in the series and his 2nd in a row. Go further back down the order, you see Kenny Washington hasn't really found a lot of speed in that car all weekend. Currently in last position at the moment. Here's the guy that is 4th in points coming into this weekend. That is Gatlin Downey after a fantastic Daytona 500 run. That saw him grab a 4th place. At the moment, a lot further back than he would like. 41st. Not good for him at all. You see 5th in the championship, Addison Steinbach. Currently not doing much better, to be honest. And for him, at the moment, he's for one, I think the good thing for him is that he's got sponsorship now. He's got Dr. Pepper on the hood, and he's going to have BK Racing for a majority of the season as well. So currently good things on the way for that team. So another guy I just noticed is way back here is Dawson Miller. Very long way back for the 4-time winner in the series. Where is he? He's outside the top. He's 31st at the moment. That is a long way back. And Miller quite annoyed with what happened in the 500. This guy here, Reagan Whitlock, he's a bit further back than he would like. Jonathan Rains in the 51 moves to the chartered car after driving the 52 in the 500, which was uncharted. And then the 52 is way back here, the unsponsored car. That's William Johnston, who drove the 51 in the 500, placing Diego Yepes in that race. And did a fantastic job in the uncharted qualifying, but couldn't really get a lot done in. Hasn't really got a lot done in the race so far. Tristan Allen is a bit further back than he would like at the moment. I think he's 21st. He is. It's not really a place that he wants to be, as the 88 is right over, right on the back bumper of the 94. They're 3 wide. Matthew Skipper's going to be the major winner out of all this. He gains 2 positions, I think. The 88 not giving up yet. So good job from Skipper. He moves up a couple places. As the battle up front hasn't changed at all. It is still Brandon Bent out in front in the 27. Then Gore, Hicks, Caesar, Rogers, Porkins, Simon Nichols. Then Gordon, McGee, and Colin Dryber trying to hold on to a top 10 position in the 42. And confirmation recently as well that next season will be the new 2018 Chevy Camaros, and no word on whether the Mustang will return for season 5, but oh well, we expect it to. It'll probably be updated as well. So a couple of changes there. 2018 Camry will be used as well. Dodgers, no word from them about what car will be run, but they have confirmed that they are coming back for next season. Those will be the 4 manufacturers. So a little bit of a side note there. I'd like to go through the rest of the drivers that are, well, they had good runs at Daytona. He's one of them. John Sheets finished 6th. Yes, 6th in the 500. in the 72. It was the highest Gifford Trading car in the field. And, well, he's looking to have a good season after winning Rookie of the Year by a country mile last season. And we got a couple of other guys in the top 10 right behind her. Oh, sorry, him. Good God, what's wrong with me? Roger Ray. Roger Ray, the 99, finished 10th in the 500. He had a, you know, he got a lot of damage, but he survived. And that's the major thing there, I reckon, for him, is he's trying not to lose a spot to Matthew Skipper in the 17 on the outside. Jonathan King had a good qualifying as well. He comes into this race 42nd in points after finishing last in the 500. A race that he won in Season 2. But yeah, Ray, as I was saying, currently 10th in points. Not having a bad run today. At the moment in the best Western colours. This is a good battle here. Oh dear. Skipper got into the back of the 99 there, and that could have ended badly. Thankfully, it does not. Benny Watson, new look car for him. Hunter Sleppy's 9th in points in the 88 car. Got involved in the crash, got involved in a crash and was a bit slow, but had a good result. Then the car that led the most laps in the 500, Chase Marks, starting a bit further back than he would like at the moment. He's got Daniel Server all the way down to the apron there. Not much going on here for the lead, but the gap is really closing up between all these guys here. Top 7, all pretty close, and I expect these guys here to close up as well. Probably Anthony. Here's Caleb Campbell, who started on the pole for the 500, and currently in a good position at the moment. Has never gotten a top 10 finish in the Aldi Cup Series. At the moment, I think that would be his best career finish, 13th in the 41. So not a bad result for him at the moment. You got Sheets, as already mentioned. Matthew Skipper, good result for him at the moment in the South Florida Motorsport car. Then we got Watson, Ray, Jefferson, Sleppy, and Tristan Allen. Nearly making a 3 wide. It could have ended really badly there. We got a battle here for position, as I just noticed this battle is heating up as well. And I think we're going to have the pit stops fairly soon. Just want to make sure that I did turn it up to 2. Did I? I hope I did. I don't know. I don't know if I did. If I didn't, then I'll restart this race. So, hooray! But, well, I can keep the results from qualifying because I've already got that jotted down. No one has come in as of yet, so no worries. And this battle's really heating up here. The top 3, 27, 2, 77, 91. Julio Caesar here in the 91. Stalker colours. Currently running 4th place. Did get a fairly good run here. I think he finished in the top 5 last year. So another solid run. Here we go, battle for position for the race lead, as a matter of fact. 27. The 2 car was way down the racetrack there. That could have ended, well, that could have been a lot better for him. Obviously it wasn't. See a bit further back down the order again. Not much going on up front, so gonna back up forward. This is a good battle here. The 98 and the 04. Rogers and Pawkins. It'd still be a solid result for Pawkins, even though, well, you know. So Brandon Bent, 27. Starting to, I think the tyres are starting to go a little bit. It's a recent trend, these Phoenix races, that there hasn't been any cautions. And we're looking at another trend here today, or another case of that trend. So I don't think we're going to have another caution, or a caution at all in this race. And Brandon Bent has led every single lap. It has been domination from that 27. Two cars way down low. That has really hurt him. A good run that lap until that move way down low didn't really work out for him. Here we go. Okay, so pit stops are going to happen. That's good. And, well, that might open up the door for a bit of changing here, because the 27, first guy to come in, Henry Gore, will get a bonus point for leading a lap. Gonna see, is anyone else going to come in? Is it just the 27? No, it looks like it's just the 27, which interests me. Maybe his tyres were dying a lot quicker than everyone else's. Here we go. 91, 98 are definitely coming in. And that will definitely benefit the 91, the fact that the two guys in front of him didn't come down. See who's staying out. You can see everyone that has stayed out at times. They're a bit all over the place at the moment, but it's okay. Now, the 27 has come out. These guys have come in. Benny Watson, Dominic Anthony, Jared Oren, William Johnston. Here come the rest of the field. Matthew Skipper is staying out. He's going to lead a lap as Johnston comes out right into the path of the two. That will hurt him, I reckon. That'll be a big thing here. And Pawkins has had I think has had a pretty bad pit stop because the 40 has jumped him. Rogers has jumped them all. Look at that. He's the leader at the moment. There you go, yeah. 98 has got by the 27. Ooh, boy. That's an interesting prospect, isn't it? Look at the amount of carnage. Steinbach got held up there. I think 24, no. 2 and 77. Henry Gore's going to get out in front. Landon Hicks won't. But Henry Gore, the 2, has definitely got out in front of these guys. See everyone else coming down the pit road. I have to try and figure this all out. I do think there have been a number of changes throughout the field. In terms of order and all that. Side by side. And Brandon Bent did get around the 2. So Brandon Bent retakes the lead from Henry Gore. And that strategy did pay off for Bent. Even though he may have had a bit of a slow stop, he has got around them and has taken the race lead. Effective race lead, because these guys haven't quite cycled through yet. Just saw the 78 was on the pit road, so there he is. So Daniel Server, who was actually second over the line, has jumped the 95, I think. There's the 7 of Shepherd. And there's Christian Parker. So Parker must have had a woeful stop there to be so far behind. But Brandon Bent is the race leader. Jake Rogers jumped the 77 and 91. Dominic Anthony's jumped up a bunch of spots as well in the 40. And then Simon Nichols Pawkins has dropped to 8th. Benny Watson now in the top 10. McGee out. And then Jared Oren's gained a bunch of spots as well, as we had a crash. Does that trigger a caution? No, it didn't. We're going to have to figure out who that was, though. And it may be Noah Chronister by the looks of it. He's got some right side damage in the Polaris car, so it may have been him. But I don't know. Could be wrong. So anyways, back up towards the front of the field. Now they've come across Christian Parker in the 95, and he is holding the 77 of Landon Hicks up. What was his last lap time? 27.2, 26.9. Guess we'll wait and see. Is he up to full speed? That's my question, I guess. Well, 77 just breezed by him, so maybe he's not. Nah, he looks up to full speed, so he is. So Parker is full speed. He's got 3 wide. That's a good move from Caesar to stay ahead of Dominic Anthony. We're going to have to figure out who was in that wreck. Now, Andy Thomas is 41st at the moment. May have had a tardy pit stop there by the looks of it. Dawson Miller is way back, 38th. Never see that for the 5. It does look like that it may have been Chronister that was involved at least, or he's hit the wall somewhere else. It looks like he may have been involved. Anyways, back up towards the front. It does look like Brandon Bent's going to win this race. Unless something happens. It is possible. And Gore still second. Rogers, then Hicks. Caesar. Christian Parker is a lap down. Currently in last place. Not a good start for his season. His rookie campaign. Dominic Anthony, the 40. Then Simon Nichols, 7th. Porkins, 8th. 9th. Elijah Gordon, and 10th is Benny Watson trying to hold off Cyrus McGee, the 21. This is the battle for 10th place. Good run for Benny Watson in the 94 in his second race in his full-time return. Only got 1 top 10 last year, got a couple of top 15s, but this is a good result for him at the moment. And this battle's not over yet. 27-2 closing in on each other. Expect these guys to close in. 91 a bit further back at the moment. We'll see though, because of course Henry Gore came in a couple of laps later than the 27. So that's a little bit of something that you might need to probably you know, as we got about the lead. Side by side. Nope, 27's got it on the outside. He's working to a treat at the moment. Didn't get a great turn there. 2 kind of gained in a fair bit. And 27. Here he goes, side by side. The 2 is there this time. He's there. He's still there. He's still inside. That's the first time we've seen that today from the 2. Is this the moment that Henry Gore has been waiting for? We've got 10 laps to go this time. It's the Lexmark Ford versus the Parker Store Ford. Who's it going to be off of turn 4? And it's going to be Brandon Bent at the line, but I don't know if he's going to be able to hold it much longer. That car might have... I think the 2 is fresher tyres, and that's what's helping his cause right now. Because, of course, the 27 was the first guy to come in now. What was it, lap 38? And the 2's got it. Henry Gore to the front of the field with 9 laps to go. Brandon Bent not giving up. He dives it back to the inside. Can he stick with the 2? No, he cannot. I was going to mention that I think the 59 has a bit of damage as well. He's off the pace. Yeah, he was involved with the 31, I think. They've been... No. See, take a look at the 31. He's got a bit of right side damage, so... I think those 2 have had a collision somewhere. That's a bad break for Colin Denton, who came into this race 8th in points. Here we go. Battle for the race lead. This is going to be interesting. And it's going to play into the hands of the 27. At least for the moment. Yeah, it does. Oh, that's a big moment in this race. Brandon Bent retakes the lead as Rogers now moves to the inside of the 2. Oh, and Henry Gore's not going to be very happy about that. 59. He's still got a few more laps to go. He's still got a chance. Rogers. Can he get it? Can he have a shot at that 27? Still side by side down the front. Brandon Bent is just hoping that there's a caution very soon. Not this lap, maybe next one. Because if a caution comes out, the race ends. The battle is on for second. We got a bit of a gap that time over 98 and the 2. It's looking good for Brandon Bent. 5 laps to go. There's a caution. The race would end. He wants a caution now. Hasn't been one all race. We've seen a crash. Well, there has been a crash. We haven't seen it as such, but we think it's this car, Noah Cronister, and the 59 as well. So this is very off the pace. There he is. We're going to have to review that one. We'll review it after the race. Henry Gore has cleared the 98. For the moment, he has. He's fully cleared. So now he can have another shot at Brandon Bent. But we got 3 laps to go this time. The 2 car just looks better than the 27 at the moment. But Rogers really not doing, or might be helping out the 2 there because he's on the outside. But he lost time on that lap. So maybe, I don't know really, to be honest. And it's going to be interesting here in this for these final couple of laps. The earliest repeat winner we've had in the season was Simon Nichols last season. He won race 8. Never had a driver win before that, and he's a good chance. Brandon Bent, the 27, with 2 laps to go. Gore's running out of time. He has got to get close. He's not going to be close enough, I don't think. Next lap car's the 37, but Thomas is up to pace. So this is the white flag. It has been domination from Brandon Bent, the Season 2 champion, the Daytona 500 winner from last race. He takes the white in the 100th Audi Cup Series race. 2 prestigious wins back to back. How about that? It's the battle for third is on between Hicks and Jake Rogers. Looks like Rogers is going to win that battle. But today, Brandon Bent has won the war. He comes off a 4 and he's going to win. For the second time in a row, Brandon Bent wins the 100th Audi Cup Series race. He wins at Phoenix in Season 4. There he is, Brandon Bent, the winner of Phoenix. He dominated from the pole. And he wins for the second time at Phoenix. It is his 5th career Audi Cup Series win, his 2nd in a row. And he starts off the season with 2 wins. And will have a pretty good points lead over, I assume it will be Jack Pawkins in the 04, who finished a very good 8th, I think. But we'll check out the full results here in a minute. But first, we'll take a look at what happened. And it does look like 31. Maybe looking for someone here, Noah Cronister, because he got damaged. But anyways, Brandon Bent's the winner. Congratulations to him. Let's take a look at what happened. Well, this is just kind of unfortunate timing, and I don't know how this has not triggered a caution, but Aiden Shepard is coming out in the 7. They're 3 wide. Denton, Steinbach, and Cronister. Shepard moves up. Breyer does a good job slowing down. And then they all squeeze each other. And into the wall. And somehow it doesn't trigger a caution. Hard in the wall. And lots of damage to the 59. You see his teammate Kenny Washington actually barely gets away with that in the 43. Steinbach in the wall. Cronister with damage. And the 59 finishing last. Disappointing result for him. Definitely deserved a lot more. Or a bit more than just last. So that wasn't really his fault. But anyways, Brandon Bent, the race winner here at Phoenix for the 2nd race in a row. He is the winner. And well, how about that? It's been a dominant display from him. So we're going to take a look at the full results right now.